How's it on YouTube? Peter here, your Ginger Jody Geek. Welcome back to the channel for another Top Picks. And once again, I'm joined by my good friend, Efren. How are you, sir?
I'm doing fine. How about yourself, Peter?
Very good, very good. Excited to do this, Efren, because I always enjoy these monthly rundowns of what books have piqued our interest. You've got some interesting picks this month, Efren.
A lot of my picks are like more like, mainstream, so to speak. I decided to go for main books, and I love the covers.
You picked the one that I wanted. I have to be honest. But yeah, I've got some. I've gone mainly. Well, I've gone exclusively Marvel this month. All of my picks are Marvel, so it's interesting. So let's get straight on with it, and let's have a bit of a chat about what we've got coming up.
Peter, wait a minute, okay? Just like the Human Torch, my friend, you are on fire with your YouTube channel. Flame on, my friend. Flame on.
Thank you. Oh, Efren, I'm going to write all these down, and put them in a book or something like that. Thank you very much, my friend. I do appreciate that. Okay, so let's talk September. Crikey, can't believe it's September already. But we've got some good books, so let's crack on. And I think we're starting off with you, Efren. Hexagon Bridge.
Yeah, just the name alone. I went Hexagon Bridge, and this is a book by Image. Is writer, artist, cover artist is Richard Blake. I've never heard of him, but this is a mini-series premiere. It says explorers Jacob and Elena Armlin find themselves trapped in a strange parallel dimension of elusive landscapes and shifting architecture inhabited by mischievous entities. Now it's up to their clairvoyant daughter, Adley, and sentient robot Staden to rescue them. This is my kind of story. It looks intriguing. I love this cover, of this book. And it's by Image, and, hopefully it's a good read.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds really interesting. I love the stuff about the sentient robot and things like that. And I love that cover.
Yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's an interesting one, Efren. I think I'll probably pick that one up and give it a read because it sounds interesting. I've gone with this. This is Avengers Incorporated, Alex Ross cover, part of the connecting covers. Are you going to be getting all these connecting covers, Efren?
Oh, heck yeah. These covers are magnificent. Dang that Alex Ross. I was like, take my money. Beautiful cover.
So there's this set and there's the XMen set, which we'll touch on a little bit. I've pre-ordered all of them already. I just had to have them. So this is a book that I've not heard anything about, but it's by Al Ewing, and I like Al Ewing. He did the Immortal Hulk. Like I say, Alex Ross cover, so it's always going to be good. But it's a story about Janet Van Dyne, the Wasp, and she's hunting a killer. And then it sounds like a bit of a kind of a whodunit, a murder mystery, ghost story kind of thing. So yeah, this kind of ticked a lot of boxes for me. I'm not going to lie, Efren. I'm buying it for the cover, but the issue sounds interesting anyway. So I'll give it a go, But yeah, I love it.
Yeah, Janet Van Dyne has been around since the beginning, and for some reason, she just never has shined as a standalone character, in my opinion, as much as other characters have. So I like seeing her in the forefront.
Absolutely. I mean, Fountain Avenger, isn't she? She's one of the, the Fountain Avengers, and she's never really done much. Yeah, interesting. That's a stunning cover, Efren. I love that.
Yeah, I've been hearing about this title about a month or so ago, and I really, piqued my curiosity, my interest. So I'm definitely going to get this one. It says Batman, Gargoyle of Gotham. It says here, when you chase your own shadow, it leads you into the abyss. In a Gotham City where every day feels darker and more irredeemable than the last, Batman makes a definitive choice to kill off Bruce Wayne's identity for good and embrace the cowl full time. People always say that Bruce Wayne is the mask and Batman is the real person. So I'm curious to see how he does, if he becomes more grim and more ruthless, if he doesn't have Bruce Wayne, ideology, so to speak, to balance him off. How is he going to turn? I'm curious to see how this book goes, and I love this cover.
I think that's one of my favorite covers of the month, to be honest. It looks absolutely phenomenal. So yeah, really, really like that. And I like the premise of that. So I'll be picking that one up and giving it a go, I think. Sounds very cool.
Yeah.
And then I've picked this. This is a kind of a relaunch, reboot, as you were, of Captain America. There are multiple issue #1 covers for this one. I've gone for the George Perez. Efren, there's a Frank Miller cover. I don't know if you've seen it, but by God, it's time to hang up the pencil, I think. But this one is stunning. And again, it's by one of my favorite writers. I'll not pronounce his surname, but it's the guy who did Babylon 5 and some of the good Spider. And I love his style. So this is basically a kind of a relaunch of the series. And yeah, it's an issue 1, so I will be picking it up. I love Captain America. I kind of lost the way with the last series a little bit, so I'm quite excited for a reboot, if I'm being honest. You Captain America man?
Amazing. My pick, Batman, is. Say that again.
Are you a Captain America fan, or are you a?
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm Captain America fan, and I love George Perez, obviously, and his name is J. Michael Straczynski. That's how you pronounce his last name, by the way. But Straczynski. I like the way that Batman is the dark, and Captain America, so to speak, is the light. You know, darkness, all dark, and now Captain America all in white, basically. You know,
like bookends, aren't they?
Yeah, like bookends, exactly.
Yeah, good book. This is weird, Efren. This is a bit near the knuckle for you. You'll not sleep if you read this.
You know, hanging out with you guys has made me appreciate scary movies and books more. You know, so I'm kind of shifting towards scary movies. You know, I told you guys that I watch all the Scream movies now, and I really like them. So I'm going to see how far I can go. And I'm watching From, you know, the show that's on Paramount Plus, I think. That's a scary show. So everybody wants to see it. But anyways, this is Kill Your Darlings, another book by Image. Writers Ethan S. Parker and Griffin Sheridan. And it says, 8-year-old Rose loves nothing more than to play pretend in a magical land of her own creation. To her, that world is as real as our own, from her fluffy friends to the terrible evil that lurks at the center of it all. In one night, the line between fantasy and reality will disappear, and ancient hunger will feed again, and Rose will be pulled into a gruesome saga that began centuries before her birth. It's like this cover, I mean, she's like possessed, and you look at all the teddy bears, they're beheaded, but they're like, either they were alive or something, you know? So I'm just like, oh my God, look at this cover. I got to read this book.
I think it looks great. This is right up my street. I will definitely be picking this one up. This looks, and that cover is brilliant. I love that. So yeah, that's a good pick, Efren. That's a good pick. Oh, I've gone for this. I love a bit of Werewolf by Night. Loved the Disney Plus show. Love that cover. Again, there's lots of different covers for this, but this is teaming up Werewolf by Night, Jack Russell, with Elsa Bloodstone, who's an amazing character. So yeah, really looking forward to this one. I just enjoy both of those characters. You've seen the Werewolf by Night TV show, Efren?
Oh yeah, the one. I wish it was. It should have been at least like a mini series, at least 2 or 3 more episodes. It was great, you know. Well done by Disney Plus.
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, definitely picking this one up. Love a bit of Werewolf by Night and love Bloodstone and all the mythology around her. So I think that one will be very, very cool. Oh, look at that cover, Efren.
Before I go to this cover, I'm always telling myself, I'm not going to buy as many comic books. You know, don't buy so many every month. But this month, I'm spending over $100 on these books for this month. I'm like, dang it. You know, I'm trying to cut down, you know, little by little. But like this month, for some reason, it just really grabbed my attention. So I'm buying a lot of books this month. But anyways, this is X-Men 26, another Alex Ross cover. And this is Magneto in the cover. This is an homage to the X-Men 60th anniversary connecting variant cover. If you guys look at the original, very, very first X-Men #1, it has Magneto fighting the X-Men, and he has this like his magnetic shield. And this is an homage to that, and it's going to be a connecting cover. And yeah, I'm buying these for the cover. I hope it's a good story, but the artwork is so beautiful. I mean, I can't not buy it. You know, I'd be mad at myself if I didn't buy it.
I mean, where I'm at the moment with X-Men books, Efren, I probably won't read this. I'll just buy it for the cover.
Yeah.
But it's a phenomenal cover. And this is part of the storyline where Emma Frost's marrying Tony Stark for some reason, I think. So
Yeah.
But in terms of artwork, I mean, you can't go wrong with Alex Ross, can you? It's amazing.
Beautiful.
Absolutely amazing. I'm looking forward to this. So since Marvel picked up the Predator kind of franchise, this is what I've been waiting for, really. Predator versus Wolverine. There's some great cover artwork on these. There's the kind of a bookend cover to this one, which has got the Predator with Wolverine reflected in the Predator's wrist blades. So I love that. And then basically this is you can, the guys at home can read the synopsis for themselves, but basically it's Wolverine versus Predator. What more do you need to know? Do you know what I mean? That's going to be spectacular. I hope, and I think they will. I hope Marvel don't shy away from this in terms of violence and blood. I want to see a proper fight, So yeah, looking forward to that. Are you a Predator fan, Efren?
Oh yeah, I'm a Predator fan. The movie that came out last year on Hulu, and when the origins of Predator, one of the oranges. I think this is a great matchup. They're both predators in their own right, and I think Wolverine would come out on top of this, but we'll see. I'm sure he's going to be put through the ringer, but Wolverine's Wolverine. He's the ultimate predator, if you ask me.
No, absolutely. Yeah, I think it'll be great. And like I say, I hope it's a no holds barred, which I hope it will be. I think it will be. But looking forward to that one. Ooh, this looks good.
Oh my God, here I go spending my money. For some reason, I really hope this is a good storyline. When I read it, the synopsis, Star Wars Dark Droids, basically C-3PO goes evil for a couple of issues. And this is in between the Star Wars trilogy. I forgot which one. I think it's between the Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. He just goes evil, and it's a 5-story arc.
Yeah.
And this picture right here, I think it's 5 issues, like I said, and it is connecting. They have C-3PO with the lightning or whatever on the side of his eye, and they have one with Darth Vader and a few other characters. So I'm definitely getting all 5 of them. I just love this cover.
It's stunning imagery, and it's a great idea as well, isn't it? About the droids going kind of rogue, I guess. So yeah, I think this one looks very cool. I don't read a lot of Star Wars, but I might pick this one up. I think this one might be very fun.
To go against R2-D2. They're going to be, but R2-D2 is still good, and Chopper from Rebels is going to be in it. Was like one of my favorite characters now. So I'm really looking forward to reading this story.
Yeah, another good one. And then I've picked this. So I've picked this because I've just read issue 1 of it, and it's the only X book that I've thoroughly enjoyed. Mm-hmm. So this is X-Men Days of Future Past Doomsday. It's filling in do you remember the classic Days of Future Past story?
Yes.
It's filling in the blanks as to what happened to the lead up to that.
Okay.
The first issue was amazing, absolutely amazing. A proper old school X-Men title with people getting killed, and it was a great read. So yeah, I want to pick up the rest of the series, and I just love that cover. I think it's a real interesting image of Logan. So yeah, very cool.
So one of the reasons I like doing this show with you, besides talking comic books, and I never even saw this book come out, So yeah, if it's gonna fill in the gap, so to speak, of the classic X-Men Days of Future Past, and I'm gonna read this. It's already book 3 or 4. So book 1 already came out, correct?
Yeah, this the last week it came out. So it's only a 4-part miniseries, Efren. So it's a nice quick read, really. But it starts off, the last issue started off with basically a whole host of your favorite X-Men being massacred.
Okay, I'm there.
Really cool. Yeah, really cool.
Nice.
I thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
And then we'll come to this, Efren. So this is our picks for the week starting 26th of July.
Yeah.
I've gone with Incredible Hulk number 2. I was blown away by the first issue of this, kind of really going back to the monster element of the Hulk. A horror tale, really, with monsters being ripped to shreds and stuff, and it feels dark and gruesome and scary. So this is the second issue out on the 26th. Can't wait to get into this because I think it's a great book. It's a great book.
I haven't read The Incredible Hulk 1, but I've been hearing good things about it finally.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely going to read the first one. And I'm looking at that house with the light, and it looks like a mouth, and the eyes.
Looks like a haunted house, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. That's awesome. My pick, and I just, me, we've been doing this for at least a couple of years, and I've been talking about the Beast. I think as long as that, the way he's turned eviler and eviler, like he's become the Dark Beast from Age of Apocalypse. Basically, he just put science first, and his humanity. He left his humanity behind.
Yeah,
and he basically killed off Wolverine. And in the X-Men right now on their island, Krakow, if I'm pronouncing it right, they have the ability to, when they die, they can come back. So he killed Wolverine on purpose, and he told the people who brought him back, hey, I'm going to take it from here. And he basically made him into a killing machine. Yeah. And then he cloned him. And then, the Beast cloned himself. So it's all been leading up where Wolverine's saying, I'm coming after you. And this is the final fight, I believe. It's going to be the end of the Beast and Weapons X. Wolverine, somebody's going to die. They're saying permanently. I think there's no coming back from this. I think it's going to be the Beast myself, unless he has some other plan that they're not going to talk about, that he's going to come back. But he's just turned evil. I mean, he's just, and he wants to do it for mutants, and he doesn't care about anything else. It's his way or the highway. And
the characterization of him I find really strange.
Yeah.
In fact, they're doing most of the X books at the moment. It's tiny how he's come up, and so I've been reading this as well, and he's being portrayed as an absolute psycho. He's the main bad guy really in a lot of the X books at the moment. So I think you're right. I think they will kill him off, Ephraim, but I'm sure he'll get better. And I'm sure next year he'll come back and they'll reset him,
I hope so. I don't like this character. I was like, nah, not the Beast, man. Which was one of my favorite X-Men, just his personality, and his humor. And when he used to team up with Wonder Man, they used to love their team ups. They were brothers in arms, but I just don't like this character. And I hopefully just, Wolverine finishes the act. So.
Okie dokie. Some great picks as ever, Ephraim. Really interesting choices as usual. This has been great fun as ever. So we'll look forward to. We might change the format, I think, and perhaps do it live next time. We'll have a bit play around with that maybe and see what we think. Let me know in the comments what you think. Do you want to see this as a live show, or do you prefer it as a video? Be interested to see what you think. Okay, with that, we'll call it a night, Ephraim. Thank you very much as ever. Always an absolute pleasure. And I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday night. So when this video airs on Saturday night, because you're going to be in San Diego Comic-Con. Very jealous, Ephraim. Very jealous.
Yeah. So Saturday on Peter's channel, that's the YouTube channel to be at 9 o'clock his time, about 9:30 your time. It'll be about 1:30 my time. I'm going to be going live from San Diego Comic-Con. So, I'm going to show, we're going to do a quick little 5-minute video or maybe longer. If you guys want to have me on as long as you want, I'll be walking around showing you everything. If you have any questions, just ask. It should be fun.
Looking forward to it, mate. Looking forward to it. Okay. And with that, we'll call it a night. Thank you very much, everybody. And we'll catch you all next time. Take care. Bye.
Bye.